Cadet Zixthara had always been told that humans were weak, fragile creatures from a backwater planet who had somehow stumbled into the Galactic Alliance through sheer luck rather than merit. The Corathan Academy instructors made it clear that, while humans were tolerated as junior partners, they posed no real threat to the established order of superior species. That's why Zix felt confident as he stalked through the Academy's recreational sector, his forearms flexing beneath his cadet uniform. At 8 feet tall with natural armor plating and enhanced musculature, he was considered average among his people. The human he had selected as his target appeared laughably small by comparison. Raza Singh sat quietly in the corner of the mess hall, reviewing tactical manuals on his datapad. At 5'10" with an unremarkable build, he seemed like the perfect victim for what Zix planned as a simple dominance display. The Corathan had heard other cadets whisper about putting humans in their place, and today felt like the right time to earn some respect. Human, Zix rumbled, his voice carrying the natural harmonic undertones of his species. You sit in my preferred section. Raza looked up calmly, his dark eyes meeting the alien's gaze without flinching. The seating chart shows this area is open to all cadets. Perhaps you'd like to review Academy regulations? The measured response only irritated Zix further. Humans were supposed to cower, not quote regulations. Move, now. I'll finish my meal and leave when I'm done, Raza replied evenly, returning his attention to the datapad. Zix's secondary arms twitched with annoyance. Around them, other cadets had begun to notice the confrontation. A few Corathan watched with approval, while representatives from other species observed with varying degrees of interest. Near the far wall, Ana Rodriguez, another human cadet, watched the exchange with growing concern. You dare ignore me? Zix's voice rose, harmonics shifting to a more aggressive frequency. I am Corathan. You are nothing but a primitive ape. Raza set down his utensil with deliberate care. Cadet Zixthara, you're creating a disturbance in a common area. Academy regulations clearly state, silence! Zix's primary right arm shot forward, intending to grab the human by his uniform and drag him from the seat. It was a simple intimidation tactic, one that had worked on smaller species before. What happened next would be debated in Academy circles for cycles to come. Raza's hand moved with fluid precision, intercepting Zix's massive arm at the wrist. In one smooth motion he stood and twisted, using the Corathan's own momentum and size against him. Zix found himself suddenly airborne, his 8-foot frame, describing a perfect arc through the mess hall's recycled atmosphere. The impact when Zix hit the deck plating resonated through the floor. The Corathan's natural armor, designed to deflect energy weapons and small projectiles, proved less effective against the unforgiving metal of the Academy floor. His secondary consciousness flickered as his head struck the ground, and the last thing he saw before darkness claimed him was Raza calmly returning to his seat. Ana rushed over as other cadets gathered around the fallen Corathan. Raza, what did you do? Basic judo throw, he replied, checking Zix's pulse points with practiced efficiency. He'll be fine, probable concussion, maybe some bruised pride. We should get him to the Medbay. 3 hours later, Zix awakened in the Academy's medical facility with a splitting headache and a profound sense of confusion. The attending physician, a crystalline Veltar, hummed concern as she reviewed his scans. You suffered a significant concussion, Cadet, she informed him. Standard recovery protocol suggests 48 hours of observation. The human... Zix's voice came out as a croak. How did a human do this to me? Ah. The physician's crystalline form shimmered with what might have been amusement. You encountered Cadet Singh. Perhaps you should review his file. With trembling manipulators, Zix accessed the Academy database. What he found made his secondary stomach lurch. Raza Singh, born Earth, Terra System. Former Lieutenant, Human Special Forces. Combat deployments, classified. Martial arts certifications, multiple disciplines. Awarded the Terran Distinguished. Service Cross for actions during the Centauri border conflicts. Current Academy ranking. Top 5% of his class in tactical studies and close combat applications. I don't understand, Zix whispered. The instructor said humans were weak. The Veltar physician's form pulsed thoughtfully. Perhaps your instructors have never actually fought alongside humans. They are unique among Alliance species. How so? Most species develop either intelligence or physical capability, then technology to compensate for their weaknesses. Humans developed both simultaneously, then added technology on top. They are persistence predators from a death world who somehow also became philosophers and engineers. Their military doctrine is particularly creative. Zix recalled fragments of Academy lectures he had dismissed as propaganda. Humans had ended 3 separate galactic conflicts, not through superior technology or numbers, but through tactical innovations that left their enemies bewildered. They seemed to approach warfare like a complex game, finding solutions that more advanced species had overlooked. But they're so small, he protested weakly. Size is relative, the physician replied. Did you know that human combat training includes learning to fight opponents larger than themselves? They consider it standard preparation. Over the following days, as Zix recovered, he found himself observing human cadets with new eyes. Ana Rodriguez, the female who had shown concern for his well-being, was studying quantum mechanics while simultaneously maintaining peak physical condition. Other humans moved through the academy with quiet confidence, neither boastful nor intimidated. Raza visited once, bringing academic materials Zix had missed during his recovery. Why? Zix asked. I challenged you, insulted your species. Raza shrugged. You made assumptions based on incomplete information. We all do it sometimes. The question is whether we learn from it. As Zix reflected on his experience, he began to understand why humans had been accepted into the Alliance despite their recent arrival on the galactic stage. They didn't demand respect through displays of strength or technological superiority. They earned it through competence, adaptability, and an unsettling tendency to exceed expectations when underestimated. The next time Cadet Zixathara heard an instructor dismiss humans as weak, he remained silent. Some lessons he had learned were best discovered firsthand, and in the Academy's combat training records, a new note appeared. Recommendation: all cadets should receive briefing on human combat capabilities before joint exercises. Previous assumptions require immediate revision.